How do low-income people in China actually live their lives? Can they afford air conditioning amid the sweltering summer heat? Can they find new work opportunities under the impact of AI? Today, I'll show you my real living situation in a small Chinese town. We had a crazy storm overnight, but my AC died on me out of nowhere. The sweltering heat jolted me wide awake. So today, I'm gonna shop around to see how much a new unit's gonna drain my wallet. But first, let's figure out breakfast. My fridge and cabinets are completely bare. Guess I've got to run out and grab groceries first. It's been hours now, and the water still hasn't gone down at all. If my e-bike had gotten stuck just now, I would have tumbled right into the water. Shoot, I totally forgot how bad this heavy rain hits local farmers. There's nothing open along the street. Guess I'll head out to grab breakfast somewhere else. This old school steamed bun shop's been around for decades, I heard. Locals around here stop by all the time. All prep happens out in plain sight, and staff dig into piping hot fresh buns straight from the steamer when they're hungry. I reckon that's the secret to them staying in business for so long. My seat's right in front of the AC vent. It's getting a little chilly over here. Drinking hot soup with cold air blowing on me. This is perfect. I need to finish eating quickly to go check out new AC units. A little more vinaigrette, tangy and spicy, to wake up my appetite. So good. Instantly, it feels like stepping right into a sauna. The sweltering air makes it hard to catch my breath, even the doorknob's scorching hot. God, save my butt. I really don't want to get roasted alive. I can't believe this mall shut down. There are still these mom and pop shops around here, and they use e-commerce to drive traffic. You know, today's business models allow you to break free from location limits. As long as your service is great, people will go out of their way to find you, even if you're hidden away in a corner. Honestly, that's probably exactly why this mall went out of business. Brick and mortar stores barely stand out these days. I'd never even noticed this mall before. The sales clerk started off with the sticker price, keeping completely quiet about any discounts. You really have to haggle and play mind games to score a good price. I went straight to the point and asked what the best bang for my buck was. The sales rep finally leveled with me and broke it down. Turns out, every single AC model qualifies for a 15% national appliance rebate. After the rebate, they come out to $276, $288, $295 for the top tier one, and $287. Plus, they'll give me a $44 trade-in credit for my old Axie. So in the end, I only have to shell out $243 to swap my old unit for a brand new AC. with a 6-year warranty. They can install it as early as tomorrow with 0 hidden fees. How much would a setup like this cost in your city? Buying the AC is just step 1. Around here, the real headache is the summer electric bill. Walking through these old alleys, I notice some neighbors have already figured out their own ultimate life hack to save cash. Look at that. Even down these worn-out lanes, people are putting up solar panels. I need something to cool me down, right? This second. Each one costs 0.8 yuan, and that's not super cheap locally. I'll just grab a few. It's absolutely sweltering out here. When I was a kid, a regular popsicle only cost 5 cents. Then those creamy milk and egg popsicles hit the shelves, and the price instantly doubled. If you wandered around sucking on one of those fancy ones, you'd instantly stand out. Everyone be thinking, where'd that kid get the cash? Talk about a ridiculous little flex back then. The whole order, only 8 yuan total. How much is a popsicle where you live? Heading home first. I'll hit the grocery store later this afternoon. My e-bike's my go-to for grocery runs. It saves me so much walking. You'll see just how huge this market is in a second. I'm definitely not leaving empty-handed this trip. They expanded the whole place. It's now double its original size. I walked a full kilometer down the road in front of the market. The whole street is lined with makeshift veggie stalls run by locals.
黄瓜多少钱啊？
黄瓜2块，我这黄瓜最好吃。
2块钱。豆角呢？
豆角2块，这呢黄豆角。
The elderly gentlemen running stalls usually charge guys more. Selling veggies really takes a little people reading skill. But my trick is to wander around and browse every stall first. I only fork over the cash after comparing all the prices. I wonder if you folks know what mahjong is. For elderly folks, mahjong is basically a daily brain workout. Plus, it adds so much fun to their everyday lives. There's a street barber right here. All he needs is a set of tools and a chair to set up shop. No shop rent, no extra overhead costs at all. I ended up grabbing some veggies. Cucumbers are only 1 yuan per jin. A head of lettuce costs just 1 yuan. Green chives are 3 yuan a bunch, and eggplants go for 1 yuan per jin. I filled a whole basket full, and it only set me back 9 yuan total. This is what affordable daily groceries should really cost. If they were priced at 2 yuan a jin, I'd D-pass for sure. Summers from my childhood were never this sweltering. We just had this one electric fan at home, and I somehow managed to catch a cold. I used to run wild outside all day long, playing hide and seek. I wouldn't head home until it was completely pitch black. The moment my head hit the pillow, I was out. Man, I slept so soundly back then. It's way too hot. I can't even bring myself to eat regular meals. So, I'm whipping up some noodles with a savory gravy. I rinse the noodles in cold water until they're chilled to the bone. Nothing hits better than that. Icy, refreshing rush going down. I still remember the first time I had cold noodles like this. It was at my uncle's place. We borrowed a manual noodle extruder from our Korean Chinese neighbors back then. It was this heavy cast iron cylinder with a stand that clamped right onto the edge of the farmhouse stove. The bottom of the chamber was riddled with tiny, evenly spaced holes, and the other end had a hand lever press. You'd drop the dough inside, bear down on the lever with all your weight, and long, fresh strands of noodles would come streaming out. Once boiled, we'd rinse them thoroughly with frigid well water to cool them all the way down. Then, we'd mix them up with a rich pork and kidney bean gravy. Even the kids use these massive, oversized bowls. We'd just slurp up huge mouthfuls, non-stop. With a refreshing chill like that, honestly, how many bowls could you crush? Almost forgot the most important part. Add water and simmer the beans fully. Undercooked kidney beans are unsafe to eat. I'll prep some shredded cucumber. My knife skills are pretty terrible, but I've got this little gadget to get the job done effortlessly. Watch your fingers though. When you get down to the nub, just toss the leftover piece. It's not worth the cut. I prefer to finish the gravy first before cooking the noodles. This way, the noodles stay nice and firm. Then, you pair them with that perfectly chilled gravy. Honestly, I just don't want to break a sweat just to enjoy a meal. With prices skyrocketing all over the world these days, this huge, hearty bowl of gravy noodles only costs a few RMB, which is literally less than $1. This is just the everyday summer survival wisdom of regular folks here in China. We might live in cheap rental rooms and don't have much money, but as long as your stomach is full and your body is cool, there's always hope for tomorrow. It's been almost 10 days since I landed any work orders. Tomorrow, I've got to pay off the remaining balance on our new air conditioner, and my son's tuition for the next semester is due soon too. A whole mountain of problems is waiting for me tomorrow. With such a tight budget, how are we supposed to keep holding on? But still, every single weight must be carried. Staring at the fading sunset glow, it calms my heart a little. Maybe life is just meant to be tough from the start. All I can do is just feel it all, step by step. The sweet, the bitter, that's just what life is, right? If you want to follow along and watch me grow through this journey, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much to everyone who chooses to walk this path with me.